You ready for this, Chester?
You bet I am, Herman.
Okay, then.
Herman, I can't see a daggum thing out of this mask.
That's right, Chester. We don't need our sight. We can go in there and get all that prescription medicine with only our wits. Pure instinct.
Now, wait one time second, Herman. Augusto said that this place will be empty. Zip, nada, nothing. Now, why do we need to secrete our faces if no one's gonna be in there?
Because we're good enough to do it, Chester. You are good enough. Ain't you, Chester?
You know what, Herman? I suppose I am.
Okay, then.
I am a Billy and I live in the hills. I can whistle and sing like a whippoorwill. Come across the mountain right down in the holler to see my little Donny just as pretty she can waller. Oh, tell me how long must I wait? Lord, I get you now, Lord, I hesitate. Hello, Central, what's the matter with the line? I can't talk to that girl of mine. Storm last night blew all the poles down. I can't talk to my zero brown. Lord, tell me how long. I wait, Lord, I get you now, Lord, I hesitate. As long as bacon is 30 cents a pound, I'm going to eat a rabbit if I have to run him down. Ice cream cone, T-bone steak. You want to win a woman, get a Cadillac. Ain't the Lord to tell me how long. I wait, Lord, I get you now, Lord, I hesitate. I've been in the city and I've been in the town. I've been in the mountain with the blues rolling down. Jumped in the river and I thought I would drown. I spied a red-headed woman and I couldn't go down. Oh, tell me how long. I wait, Lord, I get you now, Lord, I hesitate. Oh, whiskey, I'm gonna let you be the bone dry law made a Christian out of me. Going to Oklahoma to marry me a squaw. I'll have a big chief for a daddy-in-law. Tell me how long. I wait, Lord, I get you now, Lord, I hesitate. Got water in the ocean, there's water in the sea. Since the bone dry's been water for me. Been on the southern seaboard too. It takes a Henry Ford for to shake me and you, Lord, to tell me how long.
Well, Chester, our first job. Let's see the loot.
Well, all I got was one lousy bottle of Claritin.
It's all right, Chester. I did even worse than you did.
Well, what's Augusto gonna think?
It's fine. We'll get more houses. We'll get prescription medicine. We'll find some. We just have to be patient.
You think we did good back there?
Are you kidding me? Our time was a little bit shaggy. I'd say rest of the houses maybe 3 to 3.5 minutes, no longer than that. Other than that, pretty good.
You know, if I could see, I could probably, find something.
Chester, quit your yapping with this whole seeing business. Those masks, we have to wear them. That is non-negotiable.
I just don't see the point, Herman. I don't see it.
Chester, Augusto's going to call any minute with another job, and we have to be locked in. We can't be thinking about these masks. Actually, this is Augusto now. He sent us another address. It's time to get to work.
Well, okay then.
Well, you sit there and you tell me that you got another man. You tell me he's the only one who really understands. Listen, babe, why can't you see? I quit your low-down ways. There ain't no one but me. He can't give you nothing that I can't give. His pockets are all empty and his brain's like a sieve. Listen, babe, why can't you see?
Herman, we're meeting with Augusto tomorrow, and we don't have one singular bottle of prescription medication. How about this one time we don't wear our masks?
Chester, are you kidding me? There's a police station right over there. We have to wear our masks. This time more than ever.
Alrighty then.
Freeze, punk.
Herman? What's the problem, Chester? Chester, no one was supposed to be here at this hour.
Nobody was supposed to be here. I was supposed to be riding off into the sunset at this point in time. I went to my favorite local eatery to buy a Danish. They have a caramel glazed Danish I love. I'm riding the bus and I'm reading the newspaper at that time when I looked across the aisle and saw the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Oh, Sandy. I knew at that moment that I wanted to break Danish with that girl. I asked her if, by any chance, she maybe wanted to attend the eatery with me. It was at that point in time that she said that she was late for her Scandinavian yoga practice. I asked her if she would join me on this day, and she agreed. But when I arrived, she was nowhere to be found. The owner of the establishment informed me that she had informed him to inform me that she wasn't going to be able to make it, for she had been beckoned by her ex-lover to travel the Appalachian Mountains with her. Oh, Sandy. The idea of her traveling the Appalachian Mountains with a man who would treat her the fifth as good as I would treat her.
We gotta get him out of here. Chester, there's a police station outside.
Here, Herman, use these.
Chester, let's hurry it up. We gotta get this guy's body disposed of.
Oh, good. You caught up. Let's keep on going.
This man was, well, who's to say if he was a, good man or, well, was he a good man? I actually think an argument can be made.
Herman, you killed it!
Actually, now thinking about it, I just hit him. I think it was the fall that killed him. Unless... Well, one thing's for sure. He's dead now.
Herman, I'm through. I'm done with this thievery. I never even wanted to be a pill plunderer in the first place.
Well, we have a meeting with Augusto tomorrow. What am I supposed to tell him?
That's your business. That's your job now. I'm gone.
I like these boots.
It's been 6 months since I last saw Chester.
Oh, yeah. You're listening to WWCH. Up next, we have a real good one by Moe's Haven. It's actually my band, and it's real good. Listen to this. Wow.
And I ain't much good at thieving alone. So I took to the fields like my ancestors and started a career as a humble farmer. However, I haven't had much luck yet. My small plot of land is a rocky place, and my seed can find no purchase. I heard Chester found religion, although I have not spoken to him in some time. I even heard he was a priest and had himself his own church. Imagine that.
So you see, Augusto, that's why we never did deliver what we promised. We never got any medicine in the first place.
You buffoon. Did you think I hired you for the mere sport of burglary? I need that prescription medication. If you do not deliver me what I am owed, you will not live to see harvest season.
Okay. What's the next job?
No more houses, no more protection. It is up to you to decide how and where you get me my prescription medication. And I suggest you act fast. Goodbye, Herman.
Hey, buddy. Are you ready for this Sunday's sermon?
Yes, sir. I'm all ready, and I'm teaching on the 10 Commandments. I had no idea that there was a rule book in Exodus telling people not to steal. I've been feeling real strongly about this lately. I have irrefutable proof that this is not the right thing to do. You shall not steal.
That's great, buddy. My sickle cell disease is acting up again. Would you mind stopping by a little bit later so that we can do another blood transfusion?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks, buddy. You're the best.
No, sir, you don't understand. Criminals don't just quit. They got some kind of sickness in them. There's only 2 reasons why they stopped. One is that they're behind bars, which they aren't. I should know. I've been putting all my guys on this case. No, I disagree. I think that's very wise. Sir, you don't understand. I know they haven't actually stolen anything from any of these houses, but one of the homeowners has been missing for months. Well, if you would just let me get to my second point, that's what I'm trying to say. They're planning something big. Yeah, I'm sure. I've been working on this case for the last 6 months. Yes, I know they robbed a house a block away from the station. Yes, of course I'm embarrassed, but that's why we need to crack down on these punks. No, sir, they're not done. They're just planning extensively. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what. But it's almost here. And when it gets here, it'll be something bigger than this town has ever seen.
Wow, that's the biggest thing I ever seen.
Now we've come to Exodus 20:15, the 8th commandment. Thou shalt not steal. And this is a very, very important one. It means that you shouldn't break into houses and take things. That you should just mind you and yours, and that really the most important thing is to keep to yourself. Even if it's because, well, you know, at first it's just stealing, which is bad, horrid, some might say. It's the 8th commandment after all. But then, you know, it goes from stealing to murder. And which murder is way worse. Probably 6 times as bad. Let's back up. Thou shalt not kill. That's verse 13. It's even more important to avoid because, well, killing a feller it's not something that leaves you. It's not something you're going to soon forget. It changes a man. It stays with you. You can never I guess I'm trying to say is it's best to keep to yourself, to mind you and yours, and I think that's what the good Lord is telling us to do.
That was a mighty powerful sermon, Chester. I never...
Save it, Herman. I know why you're here, and I'm not interested.
Chester, Augusto's gonna kill us both if we don't.
No! Dug your own grave, Herman. You lying. I don't want to have nothing from no one no more, and I don't care what happens.
You don't understand. It's not houses anymore. I moved up to pharmacies, local groceries.
Save it. Find yourself a new partner. I'm through.
You know, that don't sound like such a bad idea.
So you see, Leon, that's where you come in. I need you to be the lookout while I show you the ropes. There needs to be 2 of us for a crime this large.
I did not know that the ad was for breaking and entering when I applied for this. I'm going to be honest. I do not think this is a good idea.
Don't be so foolish, Leon. Let's get to the van.
Now, whatever happened to your old partner anyway?
He's a religious man now. He don't believe in the art of burglary.
That's not too hard to believe. I myself am one of the Almighty's children. You can change your ways. It's never too late.
No, I'm afraid I cannot do that, poor naive Leon. Thieving is my mistress, and I must heed her sweet call.
For thieving, you deny yourself an everlasting soul.
Please, Leon, quit your harping. You've made your point. If you're not with me, you're my enemy. Now get out of here while I can still let you leave with your life.
Oh, Chester. Life was ever so simple with you as my accomplice. Oh, what's this? Oh, yes. This'll do quite nicely. Yeah, I'll show you, Chester. I'm gonna pull off a crime so large you'll have to hobnob with me once more.
Leon? Leon, what are you doing here?
I work here. You weren't thinking of taking anything like prescription medication, were you?
No. I come here all the time.
Well, shucks. In that case, come on. We just got a whole new load of stuff in the back, and you'll only be the second person to run me through it. Come on, let's go look. Well, it's back here, so feel free to go through all the bins and help yourself to whatever you find. Just make sure to pay for it.
Shoot, now I'm in a pickle.
Yes, I found it! After all these years, I finally found the map to Herb Gustafson's grave.
Herb what?
Oh, hello. It's just me, Stacey Shaw. And I finally have found the one thing my whole entire life has been leading me to. The map to Herb Gustafson's grave. Hundreds of years ago, Herb Gustafson was a watchmaker. It is said that he was buried with dozens of his handcrafted, priceless watches. The location of his tomb was documented, but the map has been long missing. The only thing that is known is that the grave is located in the backwoods. But there are so many backwoods in northern Indiana. So it's been my life mission to recover this map and find the watches and preserve them in a museum.
Watches, huh? Dozens of them?
Yes, hundreds of year-old watches that don't work anymore are worth millions.
So do you suppose, those watches that are worth millions could be, bartered for some, say, prescription medicine?
I guess so.
Well, shoot. I can't make heads or tails of this darn atlas. I wish there was someone who could help me locate.
Howdy, Chester. Grab your truck. Let's go. We got work to do.
Thou shalt not steal.
Whoa.
No.
Chester.
Thou shall not steal.
Chester, what I've got for you is better than any old normal thieving. This is a map to some rich guy's tomb.
What?
Hundreds of years ago, a man named Herb Gustafson made a bunch of watches, and they were buried with him when he died. It's like they were given to us, placed in our willing hands. Now all we have to do is go dig it up.
I don't know, Herman. That sounds an awful lot like grave rock.
Also, I'm out of that prescription medication business. My life is different now.
I've been born again, made anew. My life is...
Save it for the car ride, pal. This is a long, complicated map. It's tough for me to make heads or tails of it. That's why I came to you. Together, we can go to Augusto and cut ties with him for good after we find these watches. And it's not thieving, it's not grave robbing, it's not anything like that. We're just taking a few things out of the dirt that don't currently belong to us.
You promise, Herman? I've made an oath that I'll never nab nothing from no one, never no more.
Relax, man. It's not like our buddy Herb is using it. This is what they call up for grabs. We just have to want it more. We just have to go and dig it up. There'll be no more thieving or killing for neither of us.
All right, Herman. Let's go do this. One last job. Let's go find this Herb.
603-644-0048 is the number. Let me know how much you love these new songs, because you do. This one is just a good song.
Told me to stay, I did the opposite. Listen for a train, so I can hop on it. North, west, east, south, doesn't really matter. I'm heading out like an outlaw. Like an outlaw. Like an outlaw. Like an outlaw. Don't want a slice of the pie. I'm standing up to the good old guys. They open up the door, I slammed it shut. Enough, no more. Gonna trust my gut like an outlaw. Like an outlaw. Like an outlaw. Like an outlaw.
So tell me, Chester, how's life as a priest treating you?
Oh, it's pretty swell. There's a big community of preachers in the area. Yeah, they have a bowling league and everything. Hey, there's a church right now. That guy occasionally needs me to help give him a blood transfusion for his sickle cell disease.
So you say this man was trying to recruit you?
Yes, ma'am, but I turned him down because I am a dutiful citizen and I find thieving in poor taste.
Well, now we have a proper, successful thieving. I knew the next strike would be large.
And don't forget the dead woman.
Oh, right. Murder number 2.
What? A second murder? Oh, how dark.
Yes. Now we have a positive ID on this Herman. Thank you for your help in this case.
Okay, Herman. According to this here document, Herb Gustafson's grave should lie ahead, marked by a strange tree.
Chester, I've been eyeing every single tree since we got in this darn woods. I haven't noticed one sign of our dearly departed Herb. Chester, look over there. H G Herb Gustafson? Chester, we found it.
Herman, you know how I said I was, all good about this? Well, now that I'm here, my moral compass is saying otherwise.
Chester, we talked about this. Come on. Let me start digging.
Herman, I cannot let you do this!
All right, Chester, you're really starting to bum me out. Grumble all you want. I'm gonna start digging.
Herman, does this make a lick of sense? Why would there be a famous Swede in some Indiana backwoods just lying here? Lying there for all his watches to be taken. Those fancy watches.
Chester, we have been out here for months. We are not gonna stop now just because of some moral compass of yours.
Well, I'm gonna do what I want. What I want to do is leave. Leave here. What the heck, Chester? Herman, don't take the Swede. Herman, watch out! Oh no! Herman, my friend! There may be more of those. We gotta go, Herman. It's no use. Oh, why? Another soul lost his villainous hobby. Oh, why? Why did I get sucked back into this alluring iniquity? I must leave you, Herman. This horrid state. And so, yeah, then I left his body there.
What? And you didn't tell the authorities?
No, I mean, who knows if it was private property? I mean,
Father Chester, you're going to need to go back there because otherwise, if someone finds him, you're going to get a life sentence. You need to repent, and you need to repent now!
oh no. This is not good. Chester, you dumb country bumpkin, you yokel! You just left your friend to die, abandoned him, all for some treasure you didn't even want. This Swede's treasure? What were you thinking? You told him you did not want to go there. You still followed him like a puppy dog. And then you left him to be dead. You abandoned him. Now you're gonna go to life in prison and have to remember leaving your friend to die. Left Herman, Chester. Chester. Herman? Herman? What are you? Some sort of ghoul?
I need sustenance.
Sure. Get in the truck. We're going to my place. Herman? You get in here?
May I?
Yeah, that's the whole point. We're here.
Okay.
Welcome in.
I don't want this.
Herman, Are you alright, man? I thought you were stolen earlier, like a grave robbing or something. But you weren't even in a grave yet, and heck, I'm just glad you're okay now. And that I won't serve a life sentence. Everything's gonna be fine now. What's ailing you, boy? Ever since that bat.
Bat? What? Where? What bat?
At the grave of the Swede. Don't you remember? Recall? Ever since that bat got you, you've been acting sorta different.
I need to use your facilities. Chester! Chester!
Herman, you have no reflection. You must be a vampire or something. You are a vampire.
That bat must have been. I'm so confused, Chester. I don't want to drink your blood. You're my best friend in the whole world. But I need sustenance.
Can't do that, Herman. You can't drink my blood or anybody else's. Breaking the other commandment. Thou shalt not kill.
It's too painful, Chester.
Tell you what, old buddy. We'll go to the church. We'll look through the library there. There's books everywhere. There's got to be a solution in those.
Okay.
Great. I'll get some sleep. This will all be resolved tomorrow.
Children of the night. What music?
No, honey, I'm sorry. I won't be back for supper tonight. I've got leads to follow. That's not true. I've got plenty of leads. I've got men searching for Herman in every phone book and every 100 miles in every direction. And I don't know, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's big, and that's why I can't be back tonight. Probably for a few days. I'm doing this to keep you safe.
Chester, it's been hours. Haven't you found anything yet?
I'm sorry, Herman. I ain't found a single thing about vampires in these here books. I'm starting to think vampires aren't much of a biblical creature. Well, I don't think these texts are going to be much use to us anymore. Now, in the state of affairs that we are in.
Chester, I'm in such great pain.
There may be one more place that we could go to. I haven't been there in many a year, but if I'm thinking right, it might be just what we need.
There, Chester, there! I've been holding in my bloodlust, but I can't hold it in much longer. The pain is too great. I want to know there!
Sorry, Herman. There weren't any vampires. They were just regular old bats.
Chester, it is so bright today. And I'm so thirsty.
The killer clown came to our town. We were at a field day dancing to the DJ. When we spotted a tall man, he had a broken arm. He was looking for his van. Something went wrong with his evil plan. My friends and I decided it was time to make a stand. Killer, 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 killer clown. You got to get out of our town. Killer, 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 killer clown. We're gonna take you down. We're gonna take you down.
Wow, wasn't that a great song? I could see like a junior high school dance, a slow song right there. What do you think? This is WWCH, and I'm your host, the DJ.
There must have been something I missed.
Detective Carter, come in, Detective Carter.
Yes, I'm here. What is it?
A massacre at the zoo.
A massacre? That implies a lot of people died. Why was I not informed sooner?
It just happened. Lots of zoo patrons reported it all at once. There are multiple reports of it being caused by vampires.
I'm on my way. Carter out.
Well, Herman, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty bad.
But I feel so much better, Chester. The sun is bright, but I feel so good. I'm so much more likely to find a cure now that I'm properly fed.
Speaking of, we need to find the hospital. They'll do all sorts of tests. X-rays, blood samples, all of that.
No hospitals. No hospitals. We need to live on the land.
But Herman, this vampire stuff, it's getting pretty out of hand.
Chester, it's not that I like being a vampire. I don't like it. I hate it. It's a gusto. He will absolutely have men at every single hospital now that his two best thieves quit. We will certainly be dead men if we show up there. Well, I'm an undead vampire. You will certainly be a dead man.
I see your point. Hospitals are out of the question. But what will we do now? Herman, follow me. I've got a plan.
You're listening to WWCH. Up next, we have a real good one by Moe's Haven. That also is one of my bands, and it's also really good. I got the call, it was out of sight. My best friend's wife would be gone for a fortnight. He offered me unconditional use of his guest house. Impressing dames with this efficiency hasn't worked out all that well for me. I can be whoever I want to be in this guest house. Guest house living, I want to be in a guest house. I'm living in a guest house. I want to be in a guest house. I'm so grateful for my friend. At this guest house, I get to pretend I don't want these weeks to end. The ladies don't know that I don't live here, or that I'm lying about my career. Give it 2 weeks, then I'm in the clear from this guest house. Guest house living, I want to be. I'm living in a guest house living, I want to be. I'm living in a guest house living, I want to be. I'm in a guest house living, I want to be. I'm living in a guest house living, I want to be. In a guest house living, I want to be. I'm living in a guest house living, I want to be. I'm living in a guest house.
I've never seen anything like it. I'm starting to think the culprit might be a vampire.
Stop it. There's no such thing.
I think I'm going to start carrying around a wooden stake, just in case.
I can't believe the zoo decided to stay open today, after this just massacre. The patrons are destroying the evidence. We've got a massive killer on the loose, and no leads.
Well, I did find this.
Okay, Herman, if my calculations are correct, we should be getting your DNA test, your blood test, and your vampire droppings test all done in about an hour or so.
An hour? I cannot wait an hour. Chester, I'm so thirsty.
Come on, Herman. It's only been a few hours since the zoo.
I think the longer I am a vampire, the greater my vampiric thirst becomes. Fresh blood.
Now, who could that be at this hour?
We are on a college campus, aren't we?
Shoot, I didn't think this one through. Herman, I can't let you kill anyone else.
I'm afraid that's out of your control, Chester.
Was it all a dream? Has all that back carnage been real? No, it couldn't have happened.
That's where you're wrong. Now I have enough sustenance for one more day. One more excruciating day of finding a cure. One more day in the bright, bright sun. Oh, how it pains me, Chester.
Herman, how did we get here?
Well, after my feast, we could not stay, or we would be found. I brought us here.
Herman, no more lollygagging around. We know vampires aren't historical creatures, but we do know one place we can find information about them. I got one more idea. One more. There's got to be an assortment of books and movies about vampires in this place.
I will watch as many motion pictures as I need to. I must be cured from this bloody addiction. Chester, the midnight hour approaches.
Herman, we haven't gotten one darn thing done watching all these darn movies. We're nowhere near the cure.
Chester, I will be back once my thirst for blood has been quenched.
Herman, I'm sorry, but I cannot let you leave. Thou shalt not kill.
Another massacre. This one less tragic. No one good ever hangs around college campi. But, nevertheless, the next time they strike, I must be ready.
Such emotion, such soul. I'm pretty proud of that one. It's an all-time rock song. Yeah, put it on your cookout playlist, all right? Right alongside A Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin and I'm Going Down by Bruce Springsteen and whatever else.
I failed. My only friend in the world. Cursed forever. That dastardly vampiric blood. Oh, why? Why couldn't I have been more versed in vampire lore or been a better scientist? Failure. I'm nothing. Oh, Herman. Blast that evil vampire blood. If there only there was a way to take the bad blood and replace it with the good blood. Wait a minute. I got it. A blood transfusion kit for sickle cell disease. It can take the contaminated blood and replace it back with the good blood. Yes, I've done it. The cure. I'm going to tell Herman that this nightmare is behind us.
Wait, Herman. He didn't return last night. Where could he have gone? Oh, Herman, where art thou?
I do not wish to speak to Chester. I am much stronger and more powerful as a creature of the night. I can steal so much with my vampire powers.
Well, I guess he don't got his phone no more. Gotta find another way to contact him.
Still got it. Oh yeah. Take that, guitar playing guy. Belittles me on his blog. Pardon the interruption, everybody, but before we get back to the music, we have a very important shout out to Herman. A loyal listener just contacted me asking to read this shout out to Herman. Herman, there's not a lot of time left. I found a cure to your vampirism. I would like to formally invite you inside the church. You know the one. You can come right inside. And remember, thou shalt not kill.
He did. He found the cure. But I like being a vampire. I will go to him. But I will kill him.
Alright, that was a little weird, but I don't mind reading a few sentences for a lot of money. Remember, if you guys want me to read weird notes to other people, just call in at 603-644-0048. I really like this song, sis.
Vampire?
church.
There you are.
Thanks for the warm welcome, buddy.
Herman, I've got it. Cure. You can kiss your heathenistic desires goodbye.
Cure? No cure. Just the end. This began with blood, this ends with blood. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Man, I concur you.
No necklace, no power. Any last words?
I like my spaghetti with lots of garlic bread.
Freeze, hooligans! You all are in high redneck waters now. I want answers. First of all, why did you rob prescription medicine from houses? Or attempt to, at least. Also, how did you turn into a vampire? Also, why did you go on killing sprees around town? And what do you plan to do here at this church?
Well, you see, it all started with this poor man who was in love with this woman named Sandy. And then...
No cop can kill me! I am undead! At the end of the day, you'll be begging for your life!
You feel lucky, punk?
Herman!
Chester. Oh, Chester, are you there?
Herman, why didn't you cooperate? He could have cured you.
You may have been able to cure my vampirism, but you could never cure my thieving desires.
But Herman, now you're dying.
There are worse things awaiting man than death.
I'm sorry. Before he turned into a vampire, was he a good man?
Who's to say? But he didn't deserve to die.
Well, I disagree. But you can say whatever you like. Just know it can and will be held against you in the court of law. You're under arrest, buddy.
Can I have one last request?
What?
Now, unfortunately, this will be my last sermon. As you can see, I've been falsely accused of being that dastardly pill plunderer. But in fact, I never nabbed nothing from no one never. I never even tried. It was all a man named Augusto, and he framed me and my dear friend Herman. We were perfectly normal, good-natured citizens. But in fact, we were framed. Anyway, I want to say my piece about me and my poor, dearly departed, completely innocent friend, Herman. Herman never stole nothing from no one, nor did he ever murder anyone, ever. He followed all of the 10 Commandments. Speaking of, let's continue the sermon from last week. The next passage is Exodus 20:16. Thou shalt not lie.
I am a Billy and I live in the hills. I can whistle and sing like a whippoorwill. Come across the mountain right down in the hollow to see my little Donny just as pretty as she can waller. Oh, tell me how long must I wait? Lord, I get you now. Lord, I hesitate. Hello, Central, what's the matter with the line? I can't talk to that girl of mine. Storm last night blew all the poles down. I can't talk to my zero brown. Lord, tell me how long. I wait, Lord, I get you now. Lord, I hesitate. As long as bacon is 30 cents a pound, I'm going to eat a rabbit if I have to run him down. Ice cream cone, T-bone steak. You want to win a woman, get a Cadillac. Ain't the Lord to tell me how long. I wait, Lord, I get you now. Lord, I hesitate. I've been in the city and I've been in the town. I've been in the mountain with the blues rolling down. Jumped in the river and I thought I would drown. I spied a red-headed woman and I couldn't go down. Oh, tell me how long. I wait, Lord, I get you now. Lord, I hesitate. Oh, whiskey, I'm going to let you be the bone dry law made a Christian out of me. Going to Oklahoma to marry me a squaw. I'll have a big chief for a daddy-in-law. Tell me how long. I wait, Lord, I get you now. Lord, I hesitate. Got water in the ocean, there's water in the sea. Since the bone dry's been water for me. Been on the southern seaboard too. It takes a Henry Ford for to shake me and you, Lord, to tell me how long. I wait, Lord, I get you now.